Hey everybody, welcome to Arena Monday on the Leek. I'm John as always, and today's not going to be a gameplay video. It's going to be all about an app that people have asked me about. I've mentioned a little bit, and I wanted to walk people through kind of what the app is because it's super useful. The elevator pitch is that this is the Fitbit of Magic Arena. I obsessively check this. It tracks everything. It tracks all of your information. It's called MTGArena.Pro, and that is the URL MTGArena.Pro, and you're going to be interested in the tracker. The tracker is a little application that you download from GitHub, and then you register a profile on MTGArena.Pro. The tracker is this tiny little app here, and it will just run in the system tray. So actually, if we close it, you can see it heads down into the system tray. You can actually set the color that you want it to be. I chose the blue mana symbol, and yeah, it just runs. It uses next to no resources, and I keep it running 24/7. I would in fact recommend that you do the launch at Windows startup. The reason for that is if it's not running, it won't upload your MTG Arena log files to the website. And when you go to look at your progress bars or your progress charts, there's going to be gaps where it wasn't actively logging. So I just have it launch at Windows startup, make sure it's always running, and yeah, you'll always get your data. So you're going to want to put your token in here that you get when you register. I'm not going to show you guys my token. I don't know what you would do. You would upload false data of my collection until I fixed it, I guess. But I'm still not going to show you my token. So anyways, I'm going to put my token back in there, and we're going to close that app. So the app, as I said, just lives down in the system tray. You'll never even notice it's running. And now we can go out of incognito mode because the token also shows up here into what the page looks like when you go to My Arena and you go to Progress. And I stare at this a lot because it tracks everything. It would be easier to tell you what does it not track. What doesn't it track? Nothing. It tracks everything. So this is the collection tracking. It will track your collection of Magic. It will tell you how many or what percentage of all the cards in the entire game you have. So you can see I have 49% of all cards in Arena, and you can also go by play sets. So I have 35% of a playset of Arena, and you can actually break this down by set. So of course I've drafted Guilds of Ravnica a lot, so I have a 98% playset of Guilds of Ravnica. I'm basically just missing the Planeswalker deck cards because you can't open them or draft them. I'd have to craft them, which I probably will at some point because I want these numbers to say 100. And then you can see, of course, your graph over time. And this is what I was talking about. If you didn't have the tracker running, there would be holes or there would just be flat lines in graphs like these. But that's your collection tracking. It will also track your matches. So every single day you can see what your win percentage was. Slight annoyance here, it doesn't break this down by format. So of course I care about the limited ratings. I don't really care about my constructed ratings. I'm playing a janky Thousand Year Storm deck. I lose a lot, and that knocks my win percentage down. Other slight annoyance is this tracks your win percentage just for the day. It doesn't track your overall win percentage, and of course I typically care about what my overall win percentage is forever. You know, I don't necessarily care that I apparently did really badly on this day, whereas this day I had a 100% win rate, but still, cool bit of information there. Gold and gems is very handy. You can see the slow bleed of your gems over time. You can see I'm just going down and down and down and down in gems, but you know, you can see how I go up in gold and then draft, and go up in gold and then draft. But really handy to kind of keep an eye on how much you're spending, how much you're making, etc. And then of course the mysterious vault, which still exists, you can track by using this website. So you can see how quickly the vault goes up, which people say is slow. If you draft, it's not slow, with the exception of this jump here, which was because I got 30 packs for being in the streamer event from WotC. Everything else was just purely from drafting. Every draft I do is like a 5% increase right now. So yeah, draft, and you'll open that vault relatively quick, especially once you hit a playset of kind of everything in the set. So that's the progress, but there's a lot more to this website. It will track your events. So I can see all of the events that I played in this weekend during the 24-hour stream, for example, and you can actually change the date range as well. So you can see this draft, I went 7-2. I can see when I started it, when I finished it, how much time I spent in matches. We can click it, and it doesn't terribly work. I don't know why that's going a little bit wonky there. But if it was working properly and didn't have all this extra stuff, it'll actually show you what your match wins were. It'll tell me that my deck was red and white, and I think I can actually click on it and I think it might even show me the deck. No, it shows me the entire draft. You can see I picked Response and Integrity, followed by True Fire Captain, followed by Guildmage's Forum. I believe this was the draft where I was going to draft something fun, and then I drafted Boros. And then I don't believe the draft deck is currently working, but it does sometimes work, and you can even go and check your draft deck. Really cool bit of draft tracking there. It will track all of your drafts. So if we go back to drafts here, so you can see the drafts that I played. You can see I played red-white in that draft, and I played Dimir there, and I played Dimir there, and Dimir there, and Dimir there, and Dimir everywhere in Guilds of Ravnica. It's Dimir or Boros. Let's try clicking one of these one more time. Let's go to this 7 and 2, one that I did well in, and see. Yeah, so you can see every single draft that you did, every single draft pick. Really handy if you want to share that to, you know, the Limited Resources subreddit, so they can actually critique your arena draft. But yeah, really cool there. Does the match list work? Yes, so the match list works. So it'll actually tell you what you played against. So if we go back to that quick draft here, you can see I was playing Boros, and I played against Selesnya, and then I played against Jeskai, and then I played against Dimir, and then I played against Selesnya. Really cool bits of information here. There's other little things that I'm not really getting into, like it actually tells you the breakdown of what you know, creatures and instants and lands you had in your deck. Really handy there. But that's not all. There's more. It'll tell you the boosters that you opened. So I just opened this booster, and I got my 3rd copy of a Barge Sarge, and I got my 2nd copy of a Divine Visitation, and I got 5th copies of all these cards. So it'll actually keep track of what all your booster openings were, like this one that was entirely 5th copies, except for a common wild card. But that's not all. There is more. There's one more really cool thing about this, and that is that it tracks your entire collection, as we said. You know, we saw all those progress bars, so you can actually go and you can see your collection. But that's not all. You can build your decks, and your decks that you build, or the community decks that you can go see, it will actually tell you how close you are to being able to affording those decks. So for example, this vampire deck, I'm missing some cards. I need 6 commons, 8 uncommons. I need 16 rares. I only have 7 rare wildcards, and I need 1 mythic. So it even gives you the little number here saying you would need to open 45 boosters in order to build this deck. And they know it's 45 because, of course, every so many boosters you get a rare wildcard. 45 boosters would be the max that I have to open, that I have to spend to buy this deck. So you can almost kind of price how much those decks would be to build. So, you know, we can go to my decks here. I've got some of the SCG decks from the opening weekend that I was looking at. You know, Grixis Control looked really cool. So we can actually click it, and we'll get full kind of breakdowns of the decks, as well as like right up to what the words are: counter, exile, play, all kinds of data you'd never really need, but maybe you want it. And you can see I need 3 Drowned Catacombs, I need 3 Dragon Skull Summits, I need 2 Syncopates. So you can see exactly how it breaks it down. Anyway, this app is super cool. I was not sponsored, despite the outpouring of love here. I was not sponsored by them at all. I just super love this app. There's so much that you can do. And like I said, I just stare at this progress, and I'm so excited for Dominaria to come out this week so that I can start getting this percentage bar to grow. Oof, it's super cool. Anyways, as I said, I love this app. MTGArena.Pro is where you can go to download the app. You download that little program from GitHub. I'll take you guys here, because GitHub, if you're not familiar with it, can look weird and kind of scary, and it's just an open source kind of development environment, I suppose. But there's an installation step-by-step guide right on the page that you get here. It's just as simple as downloading a zip file and launching the installer, and then, as I said, just always keeping this little app. Let me delete my token here for a second. This little app here, keeping this app running, and yeah, it's super handy. I should say you don't have to use this app, and I don't use this app, but you can actually click here to get the quick links. But I just have the webpage bookmarked, so I don't actually ever look at this app ever. Like I said, once it's running, you just close it, hides in the system tray, and you'll never notice it's running. There's no resources being hogged. It uploads like a tiny little log file every now and then. And yeah, anyways, I super enjoy this. Let me know if you enjoyed this, if you're already enjoying it. If I missed any features, let me know. There's a lot of features in here. But yeah, as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at @TheManaLeek. That's Leek, like the vegetable, not the card. You can find me at Facebook.com/TheManaLeek, Twitch.tv/TheManaLeek, and Patreon.com/TheManaLeek. If you go over to Twitch.tv/TheManaLeek, there are VODs up from the 24-hour stream that I just finished like a little over 24 hours ago. It was a heck of a good time. We raised $1,570. We gave away Shocklands and playmats and MTGO bot credit. We discovered that apparently I should just be a marble race streamer. So expect marble races on my future streams. But it was a hell of a good time. Go and check those VODs out. And if you want, you can actually still donate to my Extra Life. It obviously won't be as amazingly announced as it would have otherwise, but that is open till the end of the year, and you'll find all that in the VODs. But anyways, if you like the content, click that thumbs up button, click subscribe if you want to see more, and if you do have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time.